Hello, my name is Szymon Futyma. In today's podcast, we'll be talking about should I buy or not. I've created this podcast to inspire teens to succeed in life. Now, what I mean about should I buy or not, I mean products like phones, consoles, clothes, them fancy clothes that are very, very expensive, like Yeezys, and really, really, really expensive brands. Or maybe even cars, anything that you can buy in shops. Why buying things is actually important. Important things to buy is like, food, water, and stuff like that. And some gadgets like phones, devices that you need to have to create a business or to have something. And some kids already have these devices and don't use it for good. They just use it for social media, which is proven that is dangerous for teens and everyone. It's dangerous to everyone, social media. And we don't use devices. Most people don't use devices the right way. They should be using it. Devices were created to make life easier, but they were also invented to create businesses and websites and stuff like that, where you can sell stuff like drop shipping or investing or selling a product online. And a lot of people are using these devices wrong, which is most teens. And now in our generation, most teens don't use devices for good. They use it for bad. Social media and stuff like that. Why some things are not important to buy, like devices and computers. Like I said, they are very dangerous if you use it the wrong way. If you just keep watching movies, Netflix, and just keep playing games, it's not okay for you to do that because it's very unhealthy to do that. I mean, if you play 1-2 hours a day on a console, or that's included with the phone time and the devices you use every single day. You can check how many hours you've actually played on consoles. You can check how many hours you played on your phone or your device, and it should be approximately 2 hours a day because that's like the healthy amount. But it'll be better to not even have a device or a computer. But now in our generation, we need these things to create a business, but a lot of people do it for wrong, which what I'm talking about, because it's most of the time people use it the wrong way. Should I buy things I want? Should I buy things I want? It depends. It depends if you really need it. If you can do a plan, plan your future on how it can impact your life and how much it could be, how much easier your life will be. Like a phone. If you buy a phone for, business and drop shipping that earns you back that money that you just spent, then sure, you have to buy that because you need it. But if you want something really bad, I would say that you have to make a plan first of why you want it, why you want it right now, why can't you buy it later, and will it impact your future? Will it impact your future? If you buy like a console or something like that, how can you make money out of that? If you buy a computer, how are you going to make money out of that? How you will make a business that, or you already have a business that will earn you back that money that you just spent. And it's all about planning. Lots of people just, buy stuff and just earn the money back and then buy another thing. And that's really unhealthy because that's what the shops wants you to do. All the companies, everyone wants you to buy as much things and then run out of money, then gain that money back and then spend it all over again. So what's the point? Because you have an expensive phone that you want to show off to your friends or your family. And I really regret buying an iPhone 11 Pro, which is what I have right now. I bought this for showing off and also because I liked it. But if I was right now to sell it, there's literally no point of selling it, because if I sell it and buy an older phone, I have literally no money back. I sell it for what, like £800, and then buy a cheaper one, or not even £800, like maybe £600, and you buy a cheaper phone. Obviously, you'll get around 200 quid, but there's literally no point because it's worse. The phone is worse, and it's just better to just keep it. And I really regret that thing, and I promised myself I won't buy expensive things like that. And a couple of weeks ago, I bought a PS5, and that was not to show off. That was because I wanted it, because I sold two of my consoles to buy a PS5. I was already 2 consoles short to buy it. So I've already made a plan, and I was going to buy PS5 even if I didn't have the money. I was just going to buy a PS5 anyways. But from now, I'm going to try to save money and, for my future. Because if you don't save money, your future will probably be bad, because you're going to keep earning the money from your business or your work, 9-to-5 job. Like I said, you shouldn't be doing a 9-to-5 job and just create a business that will earn you the money. Because everything's just patience, it's time. The business won't just blast off just people buying so many products and you're a millionaire in 2 days. It takes nearly 1 or 2 years when you make your first million, or even maybe not even a million. It depends on what business you have and what business you want to be in the future. Should I buy things to impress people? No. Because, you buy a phone or something like that, you're really excited, you show off to all your friends, and then what? You just have a phone, because all that excitement already went away, because that's what happens with expensive things. You buy a big amount of money, you have a big amount of money, and you spend it on a device or a gadget or some kind of clothes, shoes, and then you just don't know what to do with it, because you've already showed off to your friends, and then you just wear them like normal shoes. So it's better just to have normal shoes. No, you don't really have to show off how much money you have, how you better your life is. And that's what teens are doing right now in social media. They usually use social media to show off their lives, even though they're not even that good lives, because they feel better when people know that their lives are better than others, and others do that the same thing, and then they get angry or sad or depressed because other people have better lives, even though they have worse lives than others. And no one's life is perfect, obviously. So what's even the point of showing off? There's literally no point of show off. And, some people say, I don't show off, I just buy expensive things. But what's the point of buying expensive things? Just to look nice, that's all. I mean, you could buy the same amount of shoes, like exact shoe type, just looks a little bit different and a lot more high quality for like 20 quid. And some people just spend 200 quid on one pair of shoes. And this is where the sociality really goes wrong with this. Everyone wants to show off to each other, and it's not the ideal thing you should be doing, because that's unhealthy. And showing off to other people, what happens then? You just show off that you have a beautiful life. You go on a mountain, take a picture, you put it on Instagram, and nobody gives a damn. Nobody gives a damn. You take a photo to remember memories. That's what photos were created. To have a memory, when you go back to them, you have a memory of what you had, what adventure you had. And people do it wrong. Instagram and Facebook, or the same company, did this called social media, and created this thing. And now it's corrupting everyone, the whole generation. And I'm luckily the one that it doesn't use social media, only use applications that text people, and that's the only thing I use, so that I can message people and stuff like that. But there's literally no point of social media, because that's the only thing you can do is showing off. And it's horrible, because there's literally no point of it, that you show off then nobody cares about you. Literally, you show off your new Xbox or your new PS5 or something like that. And I've already experienced this. I bought a phone. I bought lots of expensive things in the past, and nobody gives a damn. Just because you get an expensive phone that's better than someone else's doesn't mean that you're a better person than them, or you are a better person. You are more important than anyone else. Everyone is important in their other ways. Like, I'm really important because I can change the world. Some people are very important because they can rule the world. I don't know what things there could be, but it's just showing off is not the thing we should be doing right now. We should be doing things that we always liked. Like, I like creating a business and doing some social media things. Not social media, but like, selling stuff on the internet, like drop shipping and stuff like that, or investing. It really interests me to do these kind of things because it's involved with technology, and I absolutely love technology. What is bad for you? What things are bad for you? Things like, devices, and sometimes some people even spend thousands of hours yearly, or overall they spend like 1,000 hours on devices, consoles or something like that. And it's really unhealthy to do that, because what will you do in life when you just spend most of the time on a device, just watching videos, going through social media? But in that time, you could be creating a business, you could be learning something new. Because why to have a life? Why do you need a life when you're not happy about it and you don't know what to do with it, because you just go through social media and YouTube? That's why these applications are very corrupted, because it corrupts younger minds that this is what has to happen because everyone does it, because everyone does it. And I was trapped in a mindset too, that I had to post, I had to follow everyone, I had to have the most followers. Who gives a damn about followers? I don't give a damn anymore. Literally, there's no point of followers. Nobody gives a damn. Nobody just checks your followers and how many followers. That's because if someone checks your followers and you have like 200 followers or 300 or even 1,000, it doesn't mean that they're a bad person or a lonely person or a sado or something like that. It just means that they're just different. And most people just take that seriously and don't want to be friends with them because they're just sad or depressed. What if they're depressed and they do something bad and you're just standing there just laughing at them? I mean, it's a really corrupted generation, this generation, and next generation is going to be even worse. If we don't change anything, then it's going to be even worse. Why might it impact your future? Investing and spending, or not investing, but spending so much money on expensive things. Because you have all these things that technology usually goes down in price, usually through the years. And it really impacts your future, because you spend all that money onto that gadget and then you have it for the rest of your life. But then you want to buy that new phone after 4 years because your old phone has a battery capacity. Battery capacity is when when the phone is 100%, it's actually not. It's actually around 80 or 90, because the battery dies until it gets really low. And when you see 100%, it's actually around 50 after 4 years. But people always want to buy a new phone after 4 years, the newest phone. And it's really bad for you for buying a new phone every single year or even 4 years. You should just keep the one you have right now. And if it breaks, you should fix it. I know that Apple did this thing that if you replace a battery or replace a screen, it actually breaks your phone and you can't really do anything about it. But if I was you, I'll just buy an older phone and that's it, and sell this phone. And maybe earn some money from it. But there's literally no point of buying expensive gadgets if you really need to. Like, if you're recording a video in 4K 60, obviously you will need a camera, or like a Canon camera or a phone to record that videos. But if you don't need it and you just want to show off, then you shouldn't be buying these kind of things. Why is it important to save money in the future? Saving money in the future is very important because if you don't save money right now, you'll probably have a bad start in the future. Because imagine you want to create a business, but you need like around £500 to start that business. But you don't have that much money because you spend all that money on these expensive clothes, expensive gadgets. And what do you do now? You literally don't know what to do. You need to get that money. So most people go into a 9-to-5 job, like I said. And these 9-to-5 jobs are really bad because you need to pay for the bills and you literally get no money out of this. You only get a small amount of profit, and the minimum wage is just a little bit, like around £2-3 per hour, depending on your age. It's really not that much, and you also have to work so much just to earn that money. If you want to buy a pizza, from Domino's, around £10-20 each pizza, you'll have to work around 10-20 hours just to gain that money, get that pizza. 10-20 hours is around 2 pizzas, and that's just ridiculous, how much time you have to put in to actually get that money. And that's why time is the most important. And people give people time to get money, but you should be giving money to get money. Like dropshipping, you spend money to buy a product and then give it, send it to the person who bought it from your website or from eBay. And that's how you should be earning money. But most people go to a 9-to-5 job and earn money hourly because they give time for money. Should I buy clothes? The expensive clothes. I mean, if you really, really want to impress someone, then obviously like a suit for a business meeting or something like that. Obviously you would like to buy some clothes for that. But if you just want to go outside with your friends or something like that, it's really not important to give a damn about how you look. I mean, you should be caring for yourself to look nice and everything, but giving a damn how your clothes, how expensive they are, then you shouldn't really give a damn. If some people just do these kind of things, like, they have a £200 pair of shoes, and they get a bit of dirt on them, and they start crying not crying, but a bit really stressed because it's a little bit dirty because it was that expensive. So why that expensive? Because why would you buy these kind of shoes if you were gonna start crying or being depressed just because there's a little mud on it? I would rather buy some £20 shoes that would hold really good and really good quality shoes that's not really branded, but it looks good and it's good quality. And just wear those. There's literally no point. Nobody gives a damn what clothes you wear, what brand. Nobody gives a damn. Maybe someone spots, you have some good looking shoes, but that's all. You don't really need that. You don't really need shoes or clothes to actually impress people. What should I do if people laugh at me because I'm wearing old clothes or cheap clothes? I mean, they can do whatever they want. They can start laughing at you and stuff like that. It really never happened to me when I was in England. Nobody really laughed at my shoes or anything like that because I don't really give a damn. Because if someone laughed, I would just I'd just start laughing at them because they are the ones who are stuck in this mindset where you have to buy expensive clothes. And a lot of teens are doing this. And it didn't really happen to me where people just started laughing because I have cheap clothes or something like that. It really didn't matter to me. But a lot of people have this mindset that they have to buy expensive clothes to look cool or look outstanding. And it's not really the thing that teens should be taught everywhere, because that is not the way to succeed in life. Are you doing things for yourself or for someone else? Like, again, what I was saying, do you dress up for yourself, how you want to look like, or do you want to impress other people? And from the start, I mean, I would rather just put clothes on that I like, and not really expensive clothes. Some clothes are really expensive, but it depends. If it's really comfy and you really like it, then surely you buy it. Like, so a couple of months ago, or maybe even a year ago, I bought jeans around 30 quid or 40 quid. And it's pretty expensive, 40 quid for pair of jeans. But if it's really comfy and it will last for a couple of years, then surely, buy it, because it will last and it's really good quality. But if you're buying a 200 quid pair of shoes, or a 300, 400 quid pair of shoes or jeans, I'll not spend that much money on a pair of clothes where it could potentially break, or just something happens to it and then you just lost 200, 300 quid. Like I said again, nobody really gives a damn what you wear. It's not gonna happen that you go to town and three or four people start pointing your shoes and then start laughing because you are poor or something. It never happened to me, so it shouldn't really happen to you. But maybe it can happen, so just start smirking at them, and that's all. Just don't give a damn what people think about you, because that might impact your future. Thank you for listening to my podcast, and please follow me on Spotify and iTunes. Also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, where I'll be uploading videos of the podcast. My next episode will be soon, and go check it out if it isn't already out. And teens, start your future now. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.